Welcome to cycle 3, week 14 hand motions. We're going to start with timeline. So we're going to do Columbus, which is a sea hand, sails to the Caribbean. We're going to do the same boat that we do like with Phoenicians in the alphabet, where you put the thumb up and these two fingers, put it on your hand and make a boat. This is the sail. So Columbus sails to the Caribbean, and then we go into Age of Absolute Monarchs. So we're going to put a crown on our heads for the monarchs. And then the first part is Protestant Reformation. So we're going to make two R hands and we're going to have them facing each other and we're going to change them. It's reforming, Protestant Reformation. And then for Spanish conquistadors in the Americas, we're going to put, technically you're supposed to make X hands, but you don't have to do that. We're going to put on our Spanish capes and hook them on. And then they're conquering. So we're going to do our conquering hands. Spanish conquistadors in the Americas, and then we go to Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. So C for Calvin, point to our head for institutes, and then clasp our hands because that means belief. Institutes of the Christian Religion, we're going to sign Jesus. And then for Council of Trent, that was a Reformation, a meeting of how to reform the Catholic Church from within. So we're going to do our hands and change them again. And then we're going to do a T hand and put it on top, signing the church. And then for Baroque period of the arts, there's a lot of decorations. So we're going to put up lots of decorations. Baroque period of the arts.
To the Caribbean. 1580, 1580, age of absolute monarchs, circa 1500 to circa 1800, Protestant Reformation, Spanish conquistadors in the Americas, Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion, Council of Trent, Baroque period of the arts.
Okay, now we're going to move to math. Math, we're doing linear equivalence. So we're going to use our rulers for this. And for centimeters, 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. We are just going to point to the centimeter side of the ruler. And then for 12 inches equals 1 foot, we're going to hold up our ruler because it equals 1 foot. And then for 5,280 feet equal a mile, as a class, we're going to stand in a line because we're going to put with our rulers. And then for 1 kilometer equals 5/8 of a mile. We're all going to squish to get that line together because it's shorter than the mile we just made by standing in a line. For history, tell me about tycoons. During the late 1800s, tycoons, and I guess we could sign 1800, but that might be a little complicated for the littles. 1800 would be rubbing your middle finger and your thumb together and then making a C. 1800. In the late 1800s, tycoons like Vanderbilt, we're going to make a V. Rockefeller, we're going to make an R. Carnegie, we're going to make a C. And Swift, we're going to make an S. Fueled the nation's industrial age. For industrial age, we're going to pretend like we're cranking something. By developing American resources, we're going to salute American.
In the late 1800s, tycoons like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Swift fueled the nation's industrial age by developing American resources.
During the late 1800s, tycoons like Vanderbilt, Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Swift fueled the nation's industrial age by developing American resources.
Latin, we are doing the second verse of John, the first chapter of John. So it's hoc erat in principio apud Deum. So hoc means same. So this is how we were signing same. Erat was in Principio, beginning. We're signing start, like you're putting your key in the engine. Apud, with. Deum, God. And if they don't get all the signs, but they get the words, that's perfect. The signs are just there to help them remember the words. It's okay, because it's going to be fast if they don't do all the signs. Just do the main ones. There will be hook, erat, in principio, apud, deum. We're on to science. What is an element? So an element, we're just going to make a little circle, is a basic chemical substance. We're going to make like chemicals bubbling. Defined by its atomic number. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, just like we're counting. Atomic number. And atomic mass. So for mass, we're gonna kind of be silly and pretend like we're sumo wrestlers.
Element is a basic chemical substance defined by its atomic number of proton, and atomic mass. An element is...
For English, we're doing to break. So for this, it's really easy. We're gonna use our fist like a hammer, and in our class, we have little spot marker dots that we all stand on. And we are just gonna get on the floor and say to, and pound on our little dots. To break, break, breaks, broke, breaking, broken. And just do that over and over again with a song. For geography, we have the Northwest Mountains. So there's the Cascade Mountains. So we're just gonna make, we're gonna pretend like this is our cliff and our water's cascading over it, Cascade Mountains. And then for Mount Rainier, we're gonna just sign, because it's like rain. We're gonna sign rain. Mount Rainier. And then for Mount St. Helens, we are going, because we're gonna put a crown on and then do an H. St. Helens. The Mount McKinley Mountains were the Denali Mountains, which meant great one, but now they're the Mount McKinley Mountains. Apparently there's a debate over that. So we are gonna do McKinley was a president, and the name was changed from Denali to McKinley based on the president. The song says Denali. The song says McKinley. My memory work says Denali on my printout. So we're gonna go with McKinley because that's what the song says. Because it was named after a president, we're just gonna make P hands and use that to pretend like we're putting on a crown.
Cascade Mountains, Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, Mount McKinley.
That is it for week 14.